We've been waiting a long time to review the Hellcat by Springfield Armory, and all I have to say is bad kitty. Bad, bad kitty. Thanks for joining us on Shooter the Series. I'm Ed Thorell, and we'd like to welcome you to our latest edition that features the Springfield Armory Hellcat. And just like we always do, I want to start by letting you know that we're safe and clear. We can have a conversation without any big surprises. This is the Hellcat, offered by Springfield Armory, and in many ways it's the much smaller brother of the XD, which many of you are familiar with and we've done earlier videos with. And it comes with a lot of great features. This particular would be within the realm of being a subcompact, or known as a micro-compact. Very, very small, very light. It comes with a 6-inch slide. It's only about 1 inch across, and with the magazine it's about 4.5. So it's very, very small, very light. It also comes in at about 18 ounces. So you could carry this thing around all day long and not even know it. Like the other Springfields, this comes internally with a dual capture spring and a full-length guide rod. And that's a system that Springfield Armory has used to really reduce the felt recoil in something like this or the XD family. It's a great little pistol. So far, I really like the way it handles. It's got some features we want to kind of cover with you. We're going to just start from the top, and we're going to cover the sights. The sights are interesting in that they've got a tritium front sight with a slightly green surrounding. And what that does is that's going to light up not just the white dot, but you'll also get a little bit of a green glow. And the rear sight has, instead of, like a notch that you get with a Glock, this actually has a half circle. So what you're going to do when you're trying to get your sights acquired is make it so that this round dot fits into this round little cup. And when they're all lined up, it's very, very fast and very, very natural to acquire the sights. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a couple rounds through it and show you something else. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I want to show you how the slide racks. You're going to notice that in order to help rack the slide, it has what they call a tactical sight, which has got a flat face on it. So if you are injured or need another way to rack the slide, you can rack this off your boot, you can rack it off of a belt or off of a hard surface by capturing that little angle there. The other thing that they've done is they have cut slide grooves not just on the side, but also on the top. And that gives you more surface to grab it and rack the slide. If you were going to go over the top like this, you would have your thumb on one side, the top of your finger, as well as the crook of your finger, all would be touching the slide. So you're going to be able to spread out that strength over a wider surface to make it easier to rack the slide, like so. Okay, the gun's hot. Now, I like the sights because they are very, very organic in the way that they line up. With the old Glock sights, I have a tendency to chase the sights, but with the rounder bottom sight, I think it's much more intuitive to just settle the front sight into that and you're ready to go. So I do like the sights. You're going to notice that I'm keeping my finger in a good, safe position, which brings me into the next feature I want to talk about, which is this right here. What Springfield has done is they've created a textured, what we call a monument, which is a divot right here, where your finger naturally goes as an index. Now, on the other side, you're going to see a corresponding divot right here. And what that is for is if you're doing a 2 thumbs forward, it gives you a monument to land your thumb as well. And this is something that I've had, you know, some of my clients do, put in a piece of skateboard tape on either side, whereas Springfield has really gotten ahead of the game by installing them as a regular feature, which I really like. So one of the other features that's worth talking about, and keep in mind we've got a hot gun on the range, so I'm going to keep it pointed down range and keep my finger off the trigger. But they've also done a really good job of including their brand of texture. And one of the things I really like about the texture, and I'm not going to show you the front, but you've got an even texture all across here as well as on the back strap, and you'll have to take my word for it on the front strap. But you're going to find that some pistols will have wildly different textures all the way around. This is something that I really like because I've got an even grip all the way around. Now, another feature I want to show you is this is your magazine release. And you're going to notice that this area is smooth right here. And as you move your thumb up to this point, it gets to a natural point where you get to the end where those serrations are, and it makes it very, very easy to drop the mag. So just to demonstrate, you're going to notice that this is where your finger can, or your thumb can slide, and it's easy, but in the other places where your hand isn't meant to move, you've got good texture. So as your thumb moves down, it's very easy to slide it across that surface and have the magazine remove just from the way it's designed. So they've done a really good job when it comes to intelligent design. I want to try and put just a couple of bullseyes on this orange dot, just for the sake of trying out what the actual accuracy is. I like the practical accuracy of a steel plate that's an A-zone target, because I feel that that gives you the practical accuracy for testing it. Okay. For a gun this size, you know, it's got good practical accuracy, but I mean, this isn't something that you're going to be shooting at 25-yard targets. I mean, this is a self-defense gun, and it's meant for shooting at closer targets. One of the things that I think it need to be pointed out is it's got also a slide stop. It's kind of small, but I mean, it's usable for the size of the gun that it is. It's something I kind of expect. In terms of other features, the magazine itself is fairly basic. I've got one round left in the pistol since there's nothing in here and it hasn't locked back yet. So just to go out with a bang, that means we're empty. So my overall feel for this is that it's really a great little pistol. I've heard from other people that because of the light weight, this is pretty snappy when it comes to recoil. It didn't really bother me. One of the features that it comes with right up here in front is it's got a non-proprietary rail for an accessory. I think that this would be a good candidate for a small flashlight, maybe with a laser on it. One of the things that that's going to actually do also is act as a counterweight. It's going to add a little bit more weight to the front end, and you're going to have less muzzle flip in the recoil. And a little bit of extra weight to the gun is going to help make it a little bit more controllable. I feel like, and I can say this because we're locked open, I can feel like I've got just enough room on the grip to where I feel like I've got a steady grip. If the grip was shorter, and I know this comes with a flush mount, I don't feel like I would have that same confidence in the grip. For me, it's a very big deal to have a pistol that fills up my hand, and this just does it. I'd probably like even a little bit longer grip, but I feel like for what this is offered, I think it's just fine. One of the things that you need to know is that, you know, this is a micro pistol, a subcompact, but you're not giving anything up. It's got, in California, you can get a 10-round magazine. In free states, you can get ones that'll hold 11 or 13. But because it's so small with 10 rounds, this would be a fantastic carry gun. And I can't say enough good things about it. Good things happen for those that are willing to wait. And it was worth the wait to get a hold of one of these to review. If you like this show, you might hit the like, the share, and also the subscribe, and that way you'll never miss an episode. And keep on watching, because we've got more good stuff to come. Thanks for joining us on Shoot of the Series. On behalf of myself and the crew, we appreciate you watching. Y'all take care. Bad kitty. Bad kitty.